Hi guys, in this video I'm going to show you how I make a pan-fried ribeye. Now I'd love to grill this outside, but it's like 24 degrees out with a wind chill factor of, let's see, it says like 16. So here's what I've got. I've got a ribeye that I've bought. It's about an inch, inch and a quarter, maybe inch and a half. I don't know. I don't feel like breaking out a tape measure. It's a good looking ribeye. And I've taken it out of the refrigerator. I've let it stand at room temperature for about an hour. Now here I've got a cast iron pan that I put over high heat, and you can see it's just starting to smoke a little bit, so it's pretty well warmed up. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to go ahead and put a little salt and pepper on this, like so, and my pan is kind of warmed up. Now normally what I would do is I would just, which I forgot to do because I'm trying to do a video at the same time, is I would put a little oil right on the steak. Now, since I've neglected to do that, I'm going to go ahead and pour that into my pan here. I'm just going to put a little bit right there so it doesn't stick. Now, you could flip the steak over right now and season the other side as well, which, yeah, or you could do it in the pan. I'm going to go ahead and do it right now, get that out of the way. So I'll go ahead and put my, at this point I'll go ahead and put my oil on, which I should have done the first time. Just drizzle a little bit of, you could use olive oil, which I've chose not to. I do have olive oil here, but I've chose not to use that because olive oil has a real low smoke point, and canola or vegetable oil will work just fine with this. So I'm using sea salt here. You could definitely use kosher salt or whatever. And I'm just grinding a little pepper onto this as well. And because I've added my oil to the pan, you can see it's smoking up real good. Right there, I'm going to go ahead and put my non-oiled side down. And we're going to give this 4 minutes to sear on that one side for a good medium. And I'm using one of these because if you don't want to have to clean up every vertical surface in your kitchen, that's a good way to go. So anyway, I'm looking at the clock right now. I'm looking at 7:29, so about 7:33, somewhere in there, you know, depending upon how it acts. I'm going to go ahead and turn that over. And in the meantime, I'm going to reposition my camera over the pan and see you in a minute. Okay, at this point, my steak has gone about 4 minutes, and so what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and turn it over. And you can see that sear on there. I've actually gone a little bit more than 4 minutes, so you can see that that sear is pretty dark on that side. So I'm going to go ahead and go close to 4 minutes here. And normally what I would do is I would throw this into an oven and let it go, but I haven't really set up for that right now. So what I'm going to do, after this goes 4 minutes, I'm going to flip it again and just kind of get the inside done a little bit. Now how you can tell I've done this is, you know, you have various muscles, and depending upon how many fingers you have out or something like that, your muscle contracts in this, and if you have a fist ball like so, you're going to have a very well done steak if it feels like that. And then as you expand your fingers out, you know what, don't even go by that. I don't know. It should feel kind of, you know, there should be some give to the steak to be a medium rare or medium well, or, you know, the tougher it is, the less give it's going to have. And the easier it is to push down on the steak and feel give, the rarer it's going to be in the middle. Anyway, that's the way it works. So anyway, this is just me cooking a steak, and we're going to see how this turns out. I'm going to show you, I'm going to cut into it when it's done, but giving about 4 minutes, I'm going to go ahead and let it go from there. And we'll get right back when it's done. Alright, so now we're about 8 minutes in, 4 minutes on one side, 4 minutes on the other. And I'm going to go ahead and turn my heat completely off here. And let's take a look, see what we've got. You can see that one side seared up pretty dark. The other side seared up pretty good. So at this point, because I know this is a really thick cut of meat, I'm just going to, and because I'm not going to put it in my oven, I'm just going to go ahead and let it go you know, like 30 seconds aside here for a little while the pan cools down. And then I'm just going to let it sit in the pan because I like mine more towards medium than medium rare. And at this point, I can feel, and you know, it feels pretty much medium rare at this point. And given the thickness of the steak and all that, just going to give it a couple of flips here. And you know, from what I'm feeling here, I'm feeling like I'm probably good. So now I'm going to take this off right now, and it's at about 8.5 minutes, and I'm just going to put it on the plate. I'm going to let it rest for a good 5, 6, 7 minutes, something like that, and we'll go ahead and cut into this thing and see how it turned out. Alright, my steak has been sitting here resting for about 5, 6 minutes. You can see I haven't touched it as far as cutting into it or anything like that. So you get to see this at the same time I do. So here we go. That to me is a perfect medium. Let me get back here and see where I can see it. Yeah, there we go. I think that's a perfect medium. I'm going to go ahead and take a taste, see what I think of this. Wow. Now you could do this with my baked potato or whatever you want to do. I have a baked potato recipe that's got a couple of hits. You might want to look into that. You probably know how to make a baked potato, who knows. Anyway, what I'm going to do is I'm going to put some steak sauce on this and enjoy it. And this is a way to have a wonderful steak when it's too cold to grill outside, or too nasty or rainy or whatever it is. You can make this right there in your cast iron pan, which they're really cheap. They're like 15 bucks at one of those, you know, the major chain store deal, Walmart, whatever. I'm not trying to promote them. But use a cast iron pan, season it well, get the cast iron pan smoking hot, give it about 4 minutes each side. If you want it done a little bit more, you can throw it in your oven. If not, you know, just enjoy it like it is. I'm going to enjoy it like it is. It is a miserably cold night, yet I'm having a great, wonderful pan-seared steak, and I love it. Thank you very much. I appreciate you watching. Please comment, rate, subscribe, and we'll catch you in the next video.